Hello and welcome back. We're so glad that you've joined us. This is another part in our continuing series on helping plan for our trip coming up in September to Disneyland. We are taking my nieces, Audrey and Ava, their first time going on a trip. And in preparing for this, planning this trip, Diane had some fantastic ideas that she sent to my sister to help the girls build an anticipation for the trip. And we're going to share those with you in just a moment. Hey, Diane, I am so excited for this trip coming in September.
I know!
Ava and Audrey are going to have a great time, and parents probably will too.
And we might as well.
And why not us too? Yes, absolutely. Well, the focus of this one are some of the tips that you had thought through to send to my sister, because managing a child's expectations, especially for a trip that is so many months out.
Yeah.
And frankly, I guess that's the first thing is, do you even tell your child, how long should you wait to tell them? Well, these girls are old enough, and it's something they've been asking for a couple years, to go to Disney with Auntie Di and Uncle Len. And so they're excited to go. And so we've made these plans. But you had some great ideas, and we'd like to share those with you today. So the first one, what do you think?
Well, first off, know your kid. Know your child and how they work and how they can kind of comprehend what is coming and what is happening and how they process time.
Yeah.
So one of the ways to help a child, though, in that processing of time and anticipation is get a countdown calendar.
Right.
Whether it be one that they, look at on your phone or on the computer, or maybe it's one that's on the refrigerator. Either way, there's lots of them out there that you can download for free and put on your electronic device, and they can help monitor how many days until we go to Disneyland.
You could do that a 30-day, a 100-day, a 6-month.
Yeah.
And particularly the younger the child, the more abstract time is.
Yes.
And so every day they wake up, well, is today the day? And even though it's 6 months out.
Yeah.
So having the countdown takes abstract.
And they're just not going to get it. There's 200 sleeps until.
Exactly. And it takes the abstract into a concrete for them to understand. And then for an older kid, it's just particularly fun, particularly if you have some markers along the way.
Yeah.
At 6 months out, we're going to have a pizza party, and talk about what we're going to do. So you've got one option here that just an easy one to make.
All you're doing is using plain old Post-it notes, put it on something, and tear them off.
Just to pull off the days, absolutely.
Yeah. And let the kid be the one in charge of tearing those off and keeping track of how many days until we go to Disney.
And if you have multiple kids who kind of fight over things like that, you can make more than one calendar.
Or make it part of the reward system of who earns the right.
Well, that's your next point, is create a reward system where the child can earn some Disney dollars.
Well, it's just a great tool to help with good behavior, rewarding good behavior. You have this amazing carrot that you're dangling in front of them. And, you say, if you help with this, you can earn so many Disney dollars that you'll get to spend on your trip. Okay. Or you can earn to be able to tear off the countdown calendar this week or today.
That'd be great. And just a parenting tip. By the way, we used to be children's pastors. We understand working with kids. And I just want to encourage you parents, along the 6 months, you're going to have some kids who behave very badly. Please don't threaten to cancel the trip or take away stuff. Let the vacation be something separate and special. You've got other ways to punish and, deal with that.
This is where you reward good behavior instead of punishing bad.
And family vacations should be filled with wonderful memories and well-set expectations. don't put a cloud of ugly around it. Disney's too wonderful to put a cloud of ugly around it. So, okay. So the reward system, what are some ideas that you've had on that one?
So beyond just the right to tear off the countdown calendar, perhaps you actually put a monetary value on these are things you can earn.
Yeah.
Actual dollars. Every parent knows that you're going into Disney with a budget that, there's nobody has that tree that's growing money that I've found. So you have a finite amount of dollars that you're going to want to spend when you go to Disney. And so you need to help your kids understand that they are not going to have an unlimited pool of money, that they will have a budget as well. And so you maybe set in advance. Each of my kids will have $50 of spending money, or $20 of spending money, or $10 of spending money, whatever you think is appropriate for your child.
Right.
But have them earn that money and let them experience the joy of, this is worth something to me. And so this toy or this whatever it is that they choose has something that they've earned along the way. So
we all know that it's much easier to spend somebody else's money than your own,
right?
Right? So if you make it clear that you're just not an open wallet, and they actually have to manage some of their money that they've earned, they've got skin in the game. There's greater value for what they've earned.
And it's just a great principle of teaching the value of money.
Teaching work ethic and value of money all along the way for a family vacation. So why not? A subtitle for this video, frankly, because a lot of these tips are ways to save money in helping your kids plan, because Disney's expensive, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And so one way to do that is to help your kids understand that they've got a set amount of money that they've earned. And so then what you do once they've earned that money, whatever the amount of money is to plan a budget.
Yeah. And there's also some tricks you can play.
Right.
One of the ways that we always budget for Disney is we'll set forth, we're going to spend so much on, food or whatever. And then we go and purchase Disney gift cards at Target.
Right.
Target then gives us 5% off because we're Red Card members. And immediately we have a 5% discount on everything we're spending at Disney.
Right.
And let's be honest, Disney doesn't discount anything. Like, you don't get a sale at Disney. It just doesn't happen. It's so rare. So to start off the game with 5% off,
everything 5%
it's a win.
off. So you do that by having a Target credit card, their Red Card. We've heard that there's other merchants or vendors that do something similar. We're not familiar with those, so we're only going to mention the Target one. But look out for something like that. If you happen to be a Disney Vacation Club member or an annual pass holder, those are some discounts available. Additionally, like, we have the Chase Disney credit card, so we're earning our own Disney dollars.
That's right.
Which is pretty fun.
We channel everything through that Disney Chase credit card, which earns us money. So everything from paying for toilet paper to the property taxes goes through that Chase credit card, so that it then pays for our food while we're at Disney.
Yep, absolutely. So let's get back, though, to helping kids plan. We just want to make sure that you understand you can save some money even while taking a family to Disneyland or Disney World, but we're planning this trip to Disneyland. So helping the kid then budget. Your child has earned, let's just say round number, they've earned $100 and you're there for 5 days. $20 a day, so, or one big item for $100. What type of kid do you have? Do you have the kid that needs something new every day? Do you even want to reinforce that value with your child? So this is a parenting opportunity. Help your child budget. Do you want to get something really special? So for 3 or 4 days as we're around the parks, so help your child budget what they're going to spend. Let them know that you're going to buy their food and you're going to buy, a t-shirt for them. You're going to do maybe a family gift. But something frivolous or special gets to be their opportunity. So you've got X number of weeks. Help them to set their expectations. You want to add something to that? This was your idea, and I just went talking about it. But budgeting's an important parenting tool to help your child understand the value of money. So,
well, I know that when we've gone when Nikki was little, we would
Nikki's our daughter.
we would plan in advance some of the magical moments and some of the magical things that she would get while she was at Disney. So before the trip, I would go shopping, maybe at the dollar store or maybe a Disney store, and find things on sale and purchase maybe that special outfit that she would feel really special in, or mouse ears, or Disney pajamas, or a dress-up outfit, so that she had some of those things, those super special things that she would see in the parks, but cost way more when you purchase them in the parks.
Right.
Making sure that she had those ahead of time and felt special and included and like she was not missing out. But I was able to get those at much better prices ahead of time,
Right,
by planning ahead.
Yes, and it's very important. As much as you can do in advance, that's always better. And if you could save yourself a little bit of money by helping your child still feel like they're not, having to scrimp the entire time, and you not feeling like you are just seeing money leave your, hands. You both could feel good about the experience, and who doesn't love a bargain and a deal and knowing you've saved something? And so your outlook will be so much better if you've done something like that in advance and not feel the incredible sticker shock. So there's lots of places that carry Disney product. Obviously, Disney Store is a great one. They do the sales, actually, Disney stores, not Disneyland,
Yeah.
but at your local mall or something. Shop Disney does. Target,
yeah.
Dollar Tree has a lot of. If you've got younger children, you could get coloring books and branded crayons and puzzles.
The nighttime light up glow
Yes,
necklaces
yeah.
and those sorts of things. Those are premium dollars at Disney, and they're next to nothing at the dollar store.
Right.
And have a supply that you keep in the suitcase and pull
If you live
those
near
out.
an outlet store.
We're going in
Yeah.
the evening. Let's pull those out, and there they are, your magical mom.
All right. Well, if you've bought some of this stuff at Target or Dollar Tree or wherever you've bought some of these items, you pack them in advance and do something really special with them.
Pixie dusting.
What's that? That sounds fun.
I know. Everybody wants to be pixie dusted.
Yes.
No, before you go, you plan something special every day for each child. And you know that whatever bed they're sleeping on or where they're at in the hotel, each day as you leave, maybe one adult sneaks back into the room, pulls out something that you've pre-purchased. Maybe it's a special stuffed animal, or just a special Lego kit, or just something that really is going to really be something magical for that child.
Right.
And maybe it is just the pajamas for the first night, or matching t-shirts with their favorite princess or superhero on them. But maybe you wrap it up special, but you kind of sprinkle it with a little bit of pixie dust, a little bit of confetti, and when they come home each night, as you're standing at the door, you kind of whisper to them, I wonder if Tinkerbell has come to the hotel and pixie dusted us. And the kids run in the room looking for something unusual or special and find something just for them. And maybe they have their name on it or whatever, so that they feel like the Disneyland Hotel is magic and Tinkerbell actually comes and leaves presents on their hotel bed. And
What a wonderful experience.
and because you've purchased those in advance, you're not paying top dollar, but this magical experience is absolutely priceless. And the kids then are excited to come back to the hotel each night because they want to see what is left there. And you're able to pry them away from the parks. And it's a win-win.
That last one's a great little tip, because sometimes getting your kids to leave can be challenging. But after the first night, if they think that they're going to get pixie dusted other nights, they're ready to go. Okay, Mom, let's go.
Let's see.
Let's go see.
Yeah.
And they don't have to be expensive items.
No.
Just thoughtful, or the fact that the child will think, wow, Mickey knows me, Tinkerbell knows me,
Yeah.
and to think that they were left those special gifts. Well, how wonderful is that? And so, and I love, you mentioned just some suggestions, a special pair of pajamas the first night.
Yeah.
What a great, and those aren't, doesn't have to be a toy. It's just now going to bed every night to wear their brand new Disney jammies. What a wonderful thing. So these are great ways to build anticipation and make the trip magical for your child. What a great thing. Well, we've mentioned pajamas and clothing. So often families that go to Disneyland, they have coordinating outfits.
Well, you have to plan. There's a lot of photos that are going to take place at Disney. Wonderful photos that, maybe it's next year's Christmas card or, they're just pictures that will last a lifetime and that will kind of mark that moment in history for your family. And one of the reasons that we became Disney Vacation Club members was so that we could go with our extended family to Disney, that we could invite them to share that experience with us. We could take the cousins, we could take the nieces, we could take our nephews and experience that as one big group. Right. But, taking photos, you want to make sure that those photos look their best.
Right.
One of those principles is you always make sure that you're wearing bright, distinct colors or coordinating colors as a family. So do some planning ahead of time. Maybe you're going to plan to all the girls wear one color and all the boys wear another color, or maybe you're all in matching Mickey Mouse shirts. Right. Or
you don't have to be that family that's in the bright neon if that's not your vibe, right? But you can still coordinate something that looks like you're there together and you're going to do something special about it. And it doesn't have to be every day either. It could be one day that you're going to go to a Magic Kingdom in Disney World or Disneyland. You want that special photo in front of the castle.
Picture in front of the castle, yeah.
Right. Everybody wants that family photo in front of the castle. Well, coordinate it a little bit. Think it through a bit. It doesn't have to be every day in every park, but, at least once.
But I do want to say something about the bright matching family outfits.
Yes.
There is a reason that people do that. Disneyland and Disney World get very, very crowded. Yes. And when you have a large group that you're trying to keep together and you have little kids that like to wander away.
Yes. And we've had that.
We've had the runners. To be able to spot your child in a crowd quickly, that's the reason.
And to tell security, they're wearing this outfit, the one I'm wearing.
Yeah.
They know
and
they're looking
a
for.
Note along that line that if that happens, and it happens to everyone eventually, that Disney is the best at helping when your child has wandered away from you. They are trained to immediately react, and the very most important thing you can do is show your child the name badges that Disney employees wear. Right. Those special circular name badges, and explain to them, if you lose me, you go find someone wearing this name badge and tell them you've lost your parents. Yeah. And they will help you. And Disney knows immediately to deal with a child and to help find your parents immediately for you. Yeah. So always know that Disney is the best at helping secure your child and helping you be reunited with your child if you get lost. Yeah.
Well, back to the clothing idea again, and the premise of what we're wanting to share is helping your child plan. Well, why not involve the child or your children in what your matching or coordinating outfits might be? And better yet, if you've got a creative child, let them help design it. If you want to make a custom t-shirt and they've drawn Mickey Mouse or something, that's so easy these days to take their artwork and have it be put on a shirt. And how special for your child to really, again, as I said about the earning the Disney dollars, to feel ownership and anticipation that they were thought of in this trip. It's very empowering to your child to include them in something like that. And then they feel a greater joy wanting to wear it too. There's a sense of
and then that picture will
pride.
mean that much more to them.
Yeah, because often it's the children who don't want to do the matchy-matchy stand there in the photo. But if they've helped make the special outfit, then they're like excited to put it on. Okay, let's
and
show it
they know
off.
that that's coming, and this is your moment. You're showing off your art now.
Yeah, what a great thing to do. And let them choose if you're going to say, your last name family, or, create a slogan for your family. Help them, let them be part of that. So what a wonderful thing to do. Well, one thing unique about Disney and going to Disneyland is kids get to dress up. It's like Halloween every day.
Yeah.
If you've got that kind of a child. So what about planning
if you're there
for
in the
costumes?
fall, especially
in the fall,
they have special opportunities to wear your Halloween costumes and so on and so forth.
Right.
But any day of the year, little princesses or little pirates can walk around the park, and Disney will help dress you for a price.
Yeah, they'll sell you those costumes
But
and
you can
do your
also
hair.
bring your own. Yeah, you can also bring your own from home, and
Absolutely.
they can wear their costumes to the parks. Now, parents, keep in mind, if they are uncomfortable costumes, you might pay the price in another way.
Right.
So plan accordingly. Make sure that they are in shoes that are comfortable, and that these are not costumes that are going to be scratchy or uncomfortable or hard to get in and out of rides. But to have a day where they are a princess all day long, it can be really wonderful.
Absolutely. And there's something called Disney bounding, where you're not actually wearing a real costume, but you're wearing regular
And
clothes.
that doesn't apply just to children.
It certainly doesn't. It's really mostly adults. But when you're choosing family coordinating outfits, let's do some Disney bounding. So an example of that would be that, if the dad wants to be goofy and he wears the orange hat or a green hat and an orange shirt, and then all of a sudden he's referencing Goofy, or, Mickey and Minnie being the parents wearing the black, red, and yellow, and then so your children can do that. And so you don't always have to be in costumes.
No.
You can have a lot of fun.
Just the color palette of each of the characters is
Right.
kind of utilized, or referencing, the outfit that each of the characters wears.
So you had a tip on the costumes because, again, finding costumes and going and buy them can be expensive.
Right.
But right after Halloween?
Right after Halloween, or right in the new year, because all of us moms know that when Christmas comes, we are cleaning out the closets and cleaning out the toy bins to make room for new things that happen at Christmas. And so all of that stuff tends to go to the thrift stores at that time of year. Your kids have grown out of those costumes. They're not going to wear them again. So they go to the thrift stores and they're ready for a new owner to have a magical time. So checking out the thrift stores right in the new year is a great time to pick up costumes for the next year. So if you're planning a summer trip or a fall trip, plan what size your kids are going to be, and maybe help them idea what kind of costume do you want to wear for Halloween next year, or for our Disney trip. Pick up those Disney dresses at a fraction of the price that you'll pay in the parks for sure, even on the Disney website. But yeah, definitely.
Just be mindful that Disney does have some rules on costumes in terms of weaponry and masks, facial coverings.
Check the website.
Check their
to make
website
sure
to what their rules are on that. And definitely for adults, kids can get away with a little bit more on their face than adults can.
They do not want adults to look like the
characters in the park,
and be mistaken for the characters.
Right.
So you as adults don't do it.
Yeah. So bounding in particular is great for adults who still want to get in on the fun a little bit. So
unless it is the actual party, the not so scary party, then adults are allowed to wear costumes.
Yes. Yeah. Again, not masks though. Although we're all wearing the other masks, but not costume masks.
Yeah.
So, hey, thank you for being with us. I hope some of these tips to plan, to help build anticipation with your child, to save a little bit of money, I hope you find them useful. And if you do, would you put those in the comments below? Maybe you've come up with some tips yourself on trips you've taken and you want to share with our other viewers. Put those in the comments as well. We'd love to hear from you. And please go ahead and subscribe and like and ring that notification bell. That really helps our channel get exposure and to grow so that other people can learn from this as well. We're so glad that you've joined us, and just go live life to the fullest and have a great trip. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.